Alright, that was a good one, wasn't it? If we draw a land here, they're dead now. So we can play the Questing Beast, equip Shadowspear. What do you know? That's lethal. Is that game? I think that's game, isn't it? So we play the Questing Beast here. Play the Domri's Ambush. Damage that. Fabled Wishes can't block. Yep. Doesn't matter. GG. How's it going, y'all? It's Fan920, and today we're back at it with some more MTGA standard action. This time we're back playing some Gruul, but this is a much different list. This list comes from John Roberts. If you know him on Twitch or Twitter, it's JDoubleR2. Former #1 Mythic player out there in January, and he said he's been having a lot of success with this Gruul list, which is much different than what I've been playing, so I wanted to check this out. So, as I said in the other Gruul video, he's the one that I kind of got the idea from Shadowspear from, wanting to use it. We never really got to see it in the last video. But then this deck is a little bit nicer because you play 4 Fabled Champion, so you can play the Fabled Champion on 1, drop the Shadowspear on 2, and along with something else, and attach it for free there, and it's good to go. You still have things, so this is like a much more interactive deck as far as removal spell goes. You have Scorching Dragonfire in the main, still playing your Bonecrusher Giant, and you also have 3 Collision Colossus. So a lot of ways to either pump damage through to kill people or to take care of flying threats. Less creatures to play with here, so it's like it's interesting because you have like these Embercleaves, these Shadowspears, less equipment there, but you also have just more ways to interact here. So kind of like a longer game kind of Gruul deck, I feel, whereas ours has the potential of beating you down a lot faster. This one can play a longer game and interact with you better. So I'm curious to see what version of this is works better. See how this goes. You still have Phoenix of Ash, cards like that, which just have longevity in the long game there, which is good. Sideboard wise, we got 2 Red Cap melee, a 4F Careless Celebrant, which is interesting. It's a 2/1 for 2. Whenever it dies, it deals 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker opponent controls. Against mono red, this is a house because it can block about anything they have, and then just do the ping and damage to kill it. Pretty nice there. 2 of Return to Nature, 4 of Tectonic Giant. Y'all know from the beginning of the season how much I like this card. This comes in against any kind of deck that has targeted removal against you, so things like Sultai or Temur Adventures, things like that. Because if they do want to remove this, they're either going to take 3 or you're going to get to exile a card and play it until the end of your next turn. Lastly, Shifting Ceratops is always in there, always in the side. Let's see how this goes. Take it into ranked, see how it works for us. Let's go. Game number 1 against Sweet Brew 77. See how it goes for us here. We'll start out on the draw. We don't like that. I'm going to be mega greedy and keep this since we're on the draw because we can turn 1 Shadowspear, turn 2 Druid, and then we got just kind of a few options to play. If we draw lands, his hands is fire. That art's real pretty. This is a greedy one, no doubt. But never punished, right? Start off with a little Shadowspear, pass the turn. See what we're going against. It seems like the whole meta has been nothing but Bant and Temur lately, so... Double blue. This could be a quench. We're drawing the land just like I was hoping. Let's go ahead and try to play this Paradise Druid. If they want to quench it, they can quench it. Druid down. They could also have a Brazen Bar. Omen of the Sea. So I'm assuming this is probably blue-white, and they're just having like awkward lands for the time being. If they just play it to Fairy this next turn. Okay, so there's the blue-white. Do we just try to jam that here? Not really worried about a life total. Let's go ahead and do this. I think we do this first, because if they want to absorb this, that's not a big deal. Thirst for Meaning, okay. And maybe that's too cautious. Maybe I'm supposed to just slam the Questing Beast, but that was pretty obvious looking to absorb mana there, so I think that's the right call. Elspeth Conquers Death. Now we have 2 more mana. Could just equip this on the hexproof one. Let's just wait and see first. Let's hold up shock here, or stomp. Same thing, really. They shocking in. Let's go ahead and stomp y'all. We don't like that, but not crazy big deal. We can at least questing beasts now. Swing in. We need to draw another red source so we can cast this Phoenix of Ash. We can't cast it right now, which is a little bit aggravating. I assume they probably have another Elspeth Conqueror's Death ready to go for this questing beast. Elspeth Conqueror's Death, probably one of my least favorite cards in Standard. Like, it's just so aggravating and so much value for... Teferi, not so much. It's fine. Okay. Maybe just like, hey, I know the thing's gonna die. So that was a red source, but I guess I should have been a little bit more specific. I think we will keep a Fervor Champ just since it has haste. And I plan on playing out my Bonecrusher here, so I'm just going to swing this out. They're down to 8. Just try to play this now. Omen of the Sea. I think they're in kind of a mode where they have to find another Shadow of the Sky or they just lose. So hopefully we see 2 bottom here. Okay, that's what we wanted to see. And we'll pass turn. Another Teferi, once again, not a huge deal. Now they have Absorb held up. So... Six. Wish we had one more red source, because I'd like to throw this at him as bait and then throw that out. If I do this, they're kind of incentivized to counter it too. I've got this other stomp in hand. So let's actually equip this. Yes, here. Oh, wait, we equip it for free. Don't really care about the Teferi right now. Because now we can just try to stomp the face. They can counter it, but then we still have this questing beast for the next turn. Okay. Alright. See what they got here. If they just tap out for a Dream Trawler, we're in good shape too. Okay, cool. Because now we can play Questing Beast, equip the Shadowspear on it. Oh, we can't. We're 1 mana short, aren't we? Yikes. We can still do this. These kind of pump each other up. There should still be enough to just get all the damage through that we need. Thankfully, they pump each other up. So they can go to 8, but they'll still take 9. So yeah, they're dead. Doesn't matter what they do. They still dead. So we get there game 1 on the draw against blue by control. That always feels pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to sideboard now. The Ceratops will come in the side. It's possible we want to do Return to Nature. It's kind of awkward because, like, This is just target of a spell, so I can get bounced by Teferi, I can get board wiped. So I don't think Tectonic Giant's good enough here. 3 things to take out. We'll take out 1 Embercleave because Teferi makes that real bad. Take out all the ambushes. Actually, geez, man. I guess we do take the Return of Natures in here. That just doesn't feel very good either. I don't think I want that just as... That's just an answer to Elspeth Conquers Death, and that's about it. So I guess we do put some number of Tectonic Giant in here, even though I don't really love it. Like, maybe the Careless Celebrants is better here. But on the draw again against Teferi, that just feels kind of bad. I think we roll with this and see how it goes for us. This is actually a pretty sweet opener. We can turn 1 Heart's Desire, turn 2 double Fervent Champ. We'll have to shock this in on 1 for that to happen, but that's fine because we don't really care about our damage here too much. So let's go ahead, make us a 1/1 and pass the turn. Birthmelitis. I got the itis, Birthmelitis. Yeah. Fervent Champ. Fervent Champ will swing 5. We'll see what we need to do on 3 here. Probably comes to Fairy. They could just be holding up Cerulean Drake. Well, that's frustrating. Well, I think because of that, we've just got a Lovestruck Beast now. No attacks. Cerulean Drake's... Like, against the bigger rule list, I don't think Cerulean Drake's good because it can't... I mean, it's just a chump blocker and nothing else. But here, it can actually kill our Fervent Champion, so that's actually an issue. Now they can probably play Teferi, bounce the Lovestruck Beast, which isn't amazing, but it is a good little tempo play from him. Wouldn't mind to see just like an Arcana Sun's Grace come down here. Okay, so with Banishing Lights, maybe the Return to Natures are a little bit better in the side. Still, if that's all they're doing, they missed it. They didn't draw a land here either. Boy. I think we're just playing a Bonecrusher on his face. Shadowspear will keep. Pass the turn. Next turn, look to possibly Embercleave. Because we can equip this for free and then still Embercleave. Let's see if we don't get board wiped here first, I guess. Let's try to Shadowspear. One of these here. Just in case they have a counter spell. I don't want to throw this Fervent Champ away. So let's try to play this. If they counter it, again, frustrating, but doesn't like kill us off anyway. Okay. So they take 1. Yikes. That was really weird how that was delayed there. Would love to see it. A Shifting Ceratops off the top would probably be the best thing. The main deck, main phase Omen of the Sea. We do like that. Love to see more bottom too. Top 1, bottom 1. Okay. Glass Casket. Alright, we're definitely bringing back Return to Natures here now that they brought all this in here against us. I don't know if I like that decision by them. So we can equip this for free. Yeah, well, Collision Colossus there. Just to get that dang thing out of the way. Get a few extra points of damage in and get it gone. And go up to 24, you know, which is just so huge against this deck. And then from here, I'm just going to hold up Stomp. I feel like they have to have a Shadow of the Sky or something by now, right? Banishing the Light. Definitely bringing in Return to Nature's. My goodness. That makes me regret not playing this a little bit, but I still think it was the right call. That Cerulean Drake doing a lot of work in this matchup. Again, it's not very good against my version of Gruul, but against this one I think it's doing a really good job. Let's go ahead and Stomp Face. If only this got around protection. That's a good draw. Swing in, because it's going to chump block the red one again, or it could trade there. I'd be totally fine with that. Oh, so that does get around it. Let's go. Well, I played that all wrong, didn't I? Rookie mistake there on my end, I guess. Now they got the board wipe, they better have it. If they just have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death, that's still... I mean, it's a good answer, but... we feigned a board wipe for this long, so that's good. So I guess you can Stomp a Cerulean Drake now? Am I just stupid for learning this the first time? Because I feel like that makes me pretty stupid. ECD. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. Alright, so let's try to find a hasty thing off the top. That's not it. I think now they're down to 2 cards. We gotta put all the pressure on we can here. At least they board wipe us, we'll draw a card. That gives us 2 more draws of a lethal threat. Look at all the enchantments they've got here. My god. Alright. That was a good one, wasn't it? If we draw a land here, they're dead now. So we can play the Questing Beast. Equip Shadowspear. What do you know? That's lethal. Exacxies. We're at 33 life. Good game 1 here. The Shadow Gruul list. One way from plat 3. Let's go ahead and play another. Alright, game next 2 against Brutal Beast. Yeah. We'll take the play. Opener. It's a good aggressive opener there. I like that. Let's go ahead and stomp this in. Fervent Champion. They got the egg sleeve, so automatically that means they're playing Doom Foretold. Mana says otherwise. So here I think we just play the Fabled Passage. Play another one of these. Pass the turn. Swing 4. We'll go search for a... Go search for a mountain here. Temur. They probably got Growth Spiral, I would imagine. So we go search for red source here. Okay. Since they probably... Let's go ahead and swing in first before they do anything. So this is probably Temur Adventure then. Okay. Thought maybe it'd be Temur Reclamation. Let's go ahead and just play this Bonecrusher Giant. Bonecrusher Giant out on his face. Play it naked. At least they don't have the Clover. Bonecrusher. That was actually a pretty good draw because now we can attack this Questing Beast into it just fine. So that way they still take 4 here. We have another Questing Beast to follow. I could have attacked this champion anyway, but that's just an easy block for him. They're stream sniping me. They must have known I had an extra one. Probably just means they had Brazen Borrower and Petty Theft held up. Okay. This could be lethal. So let's go ahead. Try to go to attacks, y'all. Probably going to Petty Theft, the Questing Beast. Okay. So since that's not lethal... Man. You're a jerk. Let's go ahead and just play it back out for now. We're still kind of just holding up close to lethal here pretty soon anyways. I'm hoping they just play a Bonecrusher Giant and that's that. Okay, we like the tap land. We like the Innkeeper. Play the Bonecrusher. Good deal. Good deal. We like that around here. I'm going to go ahead and just chuck this in. Show them we ain't messing around. Stack in. Do this. Then bam, bam. Finish them off with a little stomp. Good game one. Shadow Gruul, getting it done. Let's go ahead and go to sideboard. So here we'll bring in some Return to Nature, exile their enchantments. Is Celebrant good here? With the amount of spot removal they have, like this kind of punishes them, so I think we want that. We probably want the Giant as well. Red Cap, they just don't play enough red sources for us to really worry about. As far as what we take out here, that's a tough one. We'll take out one Embercleave because they can bounce that pretty easily. Collision Colossus, they don't play. I mean, we can shoot down a Brazen Bar, but that doesn't feel good, so I think we take those out. 4 more cards. Do we want Shadowspear here? Don't even think this is a Shadowspear matchup either. We kind of just want to go fast. 3 more things to take out. Yeah. The Bonecrusher Giant can stomp on the Fervent Champion and the Brazen Borrowers. The Phoenix of Ashes gets blocked by Brazen Bars, so we probably don't want that either. One more. I would say the Lovestruck Beast. It getting bounced is just a little bit too easy. The token's getting bounced so it can't attack. I think this is it. Let's go ahead and go with this. So game number 2 gets Brutal Beast. This is... not very good, honestly. Don't think we can keep that. Yeah, it's a little bit better here. We'll bottom the second Paradise Druid. That feels like a little bit overkill. Paradise Druid having hexproof while it's untapped is pretty good against the Borrowers and Stomps of the world. Okay. Turn 3, Tectonic Giant, not too bad. I think we'll keep a land on top so we can make sure we can do that. They stomping. The Beast. And the Innkeeper, okay. I think we've got to kind of just stomp the Innkeeper now. I don't want them to get a bunch of card advantage, so let's go ahead and just kill that now. Next turn, we'll probably play a Temple of Abandon and then Paradise Druid. If they play a Clover, we'll Return to Nature and destroy that as well. Though I'm imagining they just fire off the Lovestruck Beast here. The Stomp. They Beanstalk, okay. Interesting. Yeah, so let's play Paradise Druid. Play a Temple. Quest and Beast will play. Have a hard time ever bottoming that. This way, even if they play a Lovestruck Beast. Okay, once again, that's annoying. But not the end of the world. New blocks. Okay, Quest and Beast. So, I think I'm going to stomp on the Innkeeper and then play... That card advantage, again, is just runs away with you. I'm going to stomp on the Innkeeper and then just play a Bonecrusher Giant on his face here. They will be able to get in for 5 this way, but they can't attack in with the creature unless they want to stomp my Bonecrusher Giant. Which, if they do, it's annoying, but not a huge deal, I guess. They whiff on Incubation. We like that. When the one of in their deck whiffs, it's a pretty good feeling. That's interesting. They're not attacking. Okay. Okay. I'd say for now... So I can set up for a big attack later. They're down to 3 cards in hand, though. We have another Questing Beast, so I think we're right to kind of just start pressuring here. So let's just play this. Start poking in for damage. 1/1 can't block. Cool. So, Lovestruck out of the way. They're at 4 lands now. Make it 5. Escape! Fae of Wish. They got some good cards they can do stuff here with. Still no Clover yet, though, so that's good. Paradise Druid. Would I be crazy here to just play a Tectonic Giant this turn? Because they can block this, then they're just taking 4, so it's not like it's a big deal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have 7 in the next turn for the Beanstalk Giant. Well, I'm thinking we may be better off here to play this, and then next turn play the Questing Beast. Let's go to attacks first, see what they do. No surprise there. Yeah, I think we just play the Tectonic Giant here. Could have also played 2 Paradise Druids. They're escaping to the wilds once again. So these look a little bit better against the stomps they have. Still no Clover for them, so again, lucky there, even though Return to Nature is looking kind of rough. They have any creatures they can play now? Scrying bottom there. I mean, they can play like Lovestruck Beast. I think we just do 3 to them at this point. And that's why Tectonic Giant's good against this matchup. So with what they have now, I think they'll get this down just good. The guaranteed 3. If we get them down to 9 here, we can swing 3, and then we can put the Questing Beast down the next turn. If they target this again, it hurts them. If they target the Bonecrusher Giant, it hurts them. That's just so many cards, though. My goodness. Fae of Wishes. Storm's Wrath. They want a Storm's Wrath, so that's okay, too. So, rewarded for not playing the Questing Beast when we did. Alright, another Questing Beast. Not a bad one. Sometimes it's a game of patience, y'all. Get it down to 5. All these are on an adventure, I guess. I really hate how it doesn't really tell you. Oh, so I've been complaining about the mana again. We're 15 cards through, we still have 4 lands. We're 1 land away from having it. It's just not there right now. They have 1 card we don't know about. I don't want to... Like, I think here we just play double Paradise Druid to ensure next turn we can do this. Okay, well, we still got 2 where that came from. Now, if they go and get a fling, we have to block here if they attack because we don't want to get flinged to death. Sucks again. I mean, a lethal land was... Well, I guess it would have been lethal because their last card happened to be exactly what they needed there. So they got cards now. They can bring the Fae of Wishes back, but they can't discard cards. Is that game? I think that's game, isn't it? So we play the Questing Beast here. Play the Domri's Ambush. Damage that. Fae of Wishes can't block. Yep. Doesn't matter. GG. Getting there. Shadow Gruul. Even though we got a little bit of mana screwed there. Not too shabby. We'll take it. So we're up to Plat 3 now. Not too bad. We finally learned the errors of our way with Stomp before. Let's see if we can't get 1 more game with this deck and see how it goes. We did have fun. Alright. Last game of the day here is against Slancianus. Slancianus? I don't know. I do know this opener is sweet, though. We will turn 1. Heart's Desire. Pass the turn and see what they got for us, y'all. Okay, since they seem to have nothing we want to do here, we'll just play out Shadowspear. Swing for 1. Tired of seeing breeding pools everywhere, though. My goodness. Here we'll go ahead and play out the Beast. Go ahead and Growth Spiral. We know you got it. Well, the good news is this is Bant, and they Teferi to get rid of our token or beast or whatever they want to do. We have Quest and Beast. Sultai, okay. I played the Sultai list some, and it's just not, 4 colors? What is this? Okay, well, let's see what they bounce here. We can just Questing Beast here. It's pretty good, too. So let's... I don't think they play a lot of board wipes in this deck, so let's just play this. Play this. I'll go ahead and attack this for now. Just they can't, like, instant speed do something to us. This next turn we'll have 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, Euro ain't it. Or we probably just, you know, Embercleave if we need to. I think Embercleave's probably the right call, so that way if they wipe us, we still have a haste threat that can come down. Just play a tap land. There you go. Paradise Druid. So we're just swinging here, right? Six, 12. Get them down to 3. Now we have just a board wipe this next turn. We just Questing Beasts. So I think we're in good shape here. Elspeth Conquers Death definitely isn't enough. Four colors. What a greedy world we live in. Man, ain't that good. Shadow of the Sky won't do it. Now play land and play Teferi so we can win. Another Questing Beast ain't bad, so we'll definitely just play this one now. Shazam. Good game 1, getting 4-color Greed Pot over here. This is going to be a hard matchup though, I'm sure. So... I don't really know what we're supposed to bring in against this. I will bring in the Return to Nature. They probably have Banishing Lives and things like that too. And we probably want the Ceratops, just mono haste threads. Collision we'll leave in case you have Dream Trawler. We'll take out one Embercleave because Teferi wrecks that. Don't want the... We'll take out the ambushes at least. Because it just feels a little bit slow against what they're doing. And probably take out one Scorching Dragonfire. It doesn't seem like a very removal heavy list for what I need to play against. Well, let's go with this and see how it goes. Game number 2 here against Slancinius. That may not be the right pronunciation either. Who knows? This hand is very keepable. Play out the Champion. You get to swinging for 1. Pass a turn. Next turn we can play Shadowspear and equip. Yeah, I think here we just Shadowspear. Oh gosh, I forgot to equip it. That's a point damage on. I just got to clicking too fast. If we lose by 1 here, then we'll know what's up. Just a misclick on my part though. At least it wasn't like I don't know what I'm doing here. Even though it seems that way when I play sometimes. Yeah, like Teferi, like you're annoying, but I just go attack you again. Bouncing either one of these doesn't really matter because it's just 1 mana. Maybe they're thinking about plussing. Okay. Neat. I mean, it is a little frustrating because now we kind of are relying on having to... Can't talk here. relying on drawing a land for stuff this next turn, and I would have liked to have been able to just play out a Bonecrusher Giant, but instead we're kind of left holding up Stomp here, which isn't nearly as good. Here, I think we just go ahead, Stomp the face. Not what I wanted to see there. Let's go ahead, swing in. Do this. Let everything resolve first. Okay, they can have Elspeth Conquers Death here, but again with the land, we can still swing 6 at them. And if they have a board wipe here, then we can draw a card, which is another chance of hitting a land. We need these lands just because we have these big haste threats in hand. We just got to be able to actually cast them. They can't ECD here because they don't have double white. That's pretty brutal. That's a good card. Unfortunately, we got to hold up Collision Colossus here. We're just not drawing any lands, my guy. Let's do this. This has first strike. We'll go to 28 at least. And just pass the turn for now. Not drawing the lands. They're about to hit their 6th land while we're stuck at 3. Not going to win many games of Magic that way. Especially when they're slamming these Nisses at you and you can't do anything about it. I really feel like this deck needs one more land though. Like the one we won earlier, we were still stuck on lands. This one, just, it's a bad feeling, you know? Jesus. 13 land cards through. We're still not finding it. Do this, they kind of have to respect the Collision Colossus. So here we can stomp this since it has first strike. We'll still get the clean kill here on this, and then we can play the Heart's Desire. Play this out. Would love to be drawing some lands though. We also only got one red source, so even if we had an Embercleave, we couldn't play it right now. If we don't draw a land this next game, we probably just pack it in. I mean, we're not going to be able to beat this kind of long-term value when they're getting the ramp and we're getting the cramp. Is that a saying? Because it should be a saying. Though I guess we can play the Lovestruck Beast and hope to draw some stuff because we could have a chance of going over the top of them somehow. At this point, they probably just have a big Krasis or something, or Elspeth Conquers Death. Or not Elspeth Conquers Death, but like a Casualty of War would be real mean. No block here. We'll go to 24. Play Temple. Like, all these are too late. I'll keep that because that allows us to haste out the Ceratops. But I hate it, okay? I hate it. Pass turn. Like, maybe they just have Stone Cold Nothing in their hand. Let's just go next game. I ain't doing this anymore. Super frustrating when you don't get to actually play Magic, especially against greedy decks like that. So on the play, they have the Artist there, I see. The Dragonfire can take out the lands, and it can hit Planeswalkers, so maybe we still want that. I still think just being a mostly haste out deck is better, so let's just go throw this back at him. I think this is how I want to go with it. Alright, game number 3 here against Lancinius. Let's see if we can't draw a little better. 2-lander, but man, those are some good cards. Again, Forever Champ on 1, swing it in. We can equip the Shadowspear on 2, and actually remember to equip it this time. Would love to draw something to actually do, or just draw more lands. Hopefully more lands. I don't want to get stuck here, but I feel like that's just too good of a hand to keep. Play the Shadowspear and equip on 2. Hey. Let's go ahead. Put that in tapped. Remember, equip this time. Swing 2. Back up to 20. They're at 17. Next turn, we have the Phoenix of Ash to haste in. Ooh, that's good for us, too. Let's hope we can just out aggro them, be aggressive. I'm kind of cool with just drawing random lands from here. Another Shadowspear. It's a little awkward, but Phoenix, swing 4. Now if they have it to Fairy, they're still kind of in trouble. Oof. I think we just get another... No, we have 3 green already, so we're pretty good here. This looks like a pretty obvious Aether Gust to me. Let's go ahead and do that. I got nothing else to do. If you want to Aether Gust it now, you can go for it. Had to make him do it. Dang, I guess we still want that though, don't we? I think we do. Like, yeah, getting a land for the Ceratops would be great. I don't know, but they're also getting close to just having Elspeth Conquers Death, and they can just exile it. But if that's a whole turn, they're still not doing too much against us, so I think we take action and put that on top. In turn, this other Shadowspear is basically useless now. We're at least good on the mana where if they happen to play a Teferi here and do nothing else, we can play both of these, haste out the Fervent Champion at them. So, could be worse. And again, maybe I'm supposed to bottom that, but I feel like just keeping haste threats against a matchup like this is where you want to be at. Not a bottom, not a big deal because we have this other one. So if they want to just destroy an artifact, we'll just play it. 4-3, okay. And I guess we just play this and then just attack for 2. They are down to 9. What's in the bin here? They have nothing in the bin yet if they do have Conqueror's Death. They could be planning to wipe the board here, which wouldn't be all that bad for us, honestly, because we could just have a bigger Phoenix of Ash come back. They bottom there, which is good. This looks like Shadow of the Sky coming into me, doesn't it? We're down to 20. Yeah, boy. Come on, land. We really just have 3 things in the yard? Jesus. I guess we just play the Paradise Druid and hold up Return to Nature here. You hate to see it. Again, need lands. It is what it is. We can at least exile that, which is good. No extra land there for him. So I think we gotta just exile target card from graveyard, make it Euro. Don't want him to get to do that. Oh, so we can now do this and swing 6. Alternatively, sorry, we swing 5. I think we do this and then give it haste. They got another Aether Gust here. They don't. Let's haste it up then. This way, if they Shadow the Sky next turn. Okay. If they Shadow the Sky next turn, we get to draw an extra card. We got him down to 7. Because I can't afford to pay for this again if we don't draw another land, so I feel like I need to be more mana efficient and do that way, whereas this just costs the 4, which I've already got on the field. We're trying to grind this out. Easier said than done, though. Yep, so we get to draw a card from this. It's a land, you know, right on time. What's the follow-up? They're down to 4 in hand, okay. It's not bad either. And again, I think we're just supposed to be smashing face with this stuff, right? Haste. This will get it down to 2, so that way a Bonecrusher Giant with Stomp is also lethal off the top. We like all these tap lands coming in. They bottom there, which is good. They're looking at my stuff from the yard. Usually a decent sign. Means they're trying to calculate if they're dead or not. Let's hope we can get there. Okay. Okay, again, nothing in the yard we're too afraid of right now. Scorching Dragonfire, we got to go for this. 1, 2, 3. Don't think it really matters. Alright, Phoenix of Ash, the longevity of that thing getting through. Beating Bant Ramp's a hard matchup, I feel like. Those decks are really good, but this kind of has some play to beat those kind of things. Being able to exile the Euro was pretty huge there because that would have probably taken over the game. Take a look at this deck list one more time. Shadow Gruul. Once again, JDoubleR2 is the creator of this deck, and if you haven't seen him on Twitch, twitch.tv/JDoubleR2. Fantastic guy, really, really friendly. #1 Mythic at one point, so you know the guy's not messing around. He's a great player, and he can probably play this deck a lot better than I can. So I'm sure there's things I messed up, like sideboarding-wise, or maybe some decisions I made that weren't optimal. But overall, I feel like I played the deck okay, besides that first game where I just completely forgot how Stomp and damage prevention works there. But nice little 3-0 with this. So I'll take that. Not too bad. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked it, like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.